this. Because we're here doing this private. However, today we are kickstarting the process of having a baby. I mean, not kickstart. We've already kickstarted that process, but today
is a big day.
And that means tomorrow I can contact the doctor, get started on the meds, and I mean,
Ding, baby, double
it could be, in 2 weeks. It could be happening.
It could be in 2 weeks.
I just got really nauseous.
Be seen on that stick in 2 weeks.
I just got super nauseous.
Your face is getting a little red too.
Yeah, because I'm terrified.
2 weeks. I'm claiming it in 2 weeks. You're being honest. Tomorrow she'll call the doctor. The doctor will say, "Hey, come on in. I got some medication."
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
What?
Sorry. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said,
I got it.
"Sorry, I'm very nervous. I'm talking about this. I have a lot of anxiety."
So she'll take medication for 5 days, and then I believe he explained after the 5 days she would take what's called her trigger shot.
Gotta pull that trigger, baby. Call that baby trigger.
Pull that trigger.
Snoop with the right. Pow.
And then she'll call the bank, and they will send the
that baby batter right on over.
Dude, don't call it that. It's really disgusting. And then what? They say it'll take overnight or 2 days to get
2
here.
days.
So it'll take 2 days to get here, and then we'll have to go to the north office and shoot it up.
Shoot up the club. It's disgusting.
I'm gonna ask the nurse if I can do it.
Now I'm gonna tell the nurse before we get there to tell you no.
Why would you take that away from me?
Because
That's
it's
something
gotta,
I can
I just
do.
want it to be, if it's something you can do and she's comfortable with that, but like, if she's like, oh, well, if you do it, it cuts your chances by 25.
It's
like,
not gonna cut your chances by 25. I'm gonna be the one to impregnate you, period.
Well, here's the problem. When you hear the word, all right, slowly, you hear, gun it.
No, I don't. I'm doing it, period, point blank, though.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
If I get to do it when it's your turn.
Sure. So that's what we got going on right now. Obviously, you guys are going to see this for quite a while because we're going to be pretty far along in the process before we notify anybody. I said notify. That's definitely a police word.
Yeah. Before we tell everyone the good news.
Yeah. So that's where it's at. My family keeps asking, when are you guys having this baby? You guys said at the beginning of the year you're going to start. You guys are chickening out. You guys are chickening out. All the while, we haven't chickened out. We've had appointments. She had her blood work done last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I need to actually call tomorrow and make sure they got that in.
So
it shouldn't take this long. I haven't heard anything.
I'm sorry for not coming forth for you guys. I've been holding this in. We ain't chickened out. I don't need Sierra to make a doctor's appointment for us because that's what she said she was going to do.
We just want to make sure that we get going with this process. Like, we don't want any advice or I did this, I did that, this helps us. That we just want to do this ourselves and get to a place where it's, we're feeling good, baby's healthy, it seems like it's going to be viable. We're going to make it to the end before we
tell everybody, get everybody's hopes up, and then yeah. So a lot of people, some people already know, but we have decided we are going to get pregnant together at the same time.
And we do everything together because we're unhealthy. I mean, we have a very stable, non-codependent relationship. Really though, it's not just that. If you think about it, it's like, thank you, it's really warm here. It's like, why don't we do this together? We can help each other, support each other, and also, it's kind of like having twins. Well, we're gonna try, not twins, but like, let's get it all out of the way. Like the sleepless nights, the terrible twos. Like let's not have like sleepless nights, terrible twos, all this stuff, and then start all over again and do it all back to back. Like let's just double it up. Buy once, cry once. I say that all the time.
Not to mention, like, our age. She's a little bit older than me, so like
very little.
The doctor's already told her she's in the fourth quarter. Chop chop.
Chop.
It's exact words and actions. And I'm 2 years behind her, but I'm still like 2 years. I'm still like in my mid-30s.
1 year and 5 months.
I was born in 88. She's born in 86. So
May of 88, October of 86. 4.5 year and 4.5 months.
I'm talking.
Okay, sorry.
So I'm a little bit behind her, but I still don't want to wait too long. Like I don't want to be geriatric.
Yeah, I'm geriatric.
I want to have a baby. They use the term geriatric once you hit 35. I don't want to go through that, to be honest. And from what everybody tells me, like every year that you wait, like having kids when you're 25 opposed to 35, like it's such a harder process.
Your eggs are all shriveled up.
I'm not even talking about the eggs part. Like your body, like it's just so much harder every year that you wait. So I just kind of want to do it while I'm
as young as possible.
As young as possible.
My mom had me when she was 38. She did great.
And
look how I turned out. Just fine. Excellent. As a matter of fact, far more advanced, well above average human being.
So yeah, that's what we got going on. We've already heard like people, oh, you guys are gonna regret this. You guys are gonna be fist fighting. You guys are gonna hate life. You guys, that's the kind of stuff like we're trying to avoid by just doing this on our own. Like
unsolicited advice.
Yeah, unless you plan on coming over and helping out.
Oh, what?
Wiping yours.
Oh, my wife's. Oh, no?
Unless you plan on financing, feeding, or your advice really don't matter because we're the ones that's going to be in this at the end of the day. At the end of the day, on October 10, 2020, it was me and her standing at the altar to decide what we're going to do with our lives. So your advice really doesn't matter. What we're going to do, we're going to do. God willing, everything turned out to plan. Yeah, that's what we got going on, y'all. We will keep you updated along the way. Until then,
I got one quick.
She got one more quick thing to say.
Our family excluded from this statement, obviously, like because we talked to our family about our future. We want kids. We expressed to them that we do want to have kids, and that's in our plan. But if that's not a conversation you've had with somebody, friends, family, whatever it is, you know, a newlywed couple, whatever, don't ask them about their future with kids. Are you guys gonna have kids? Do you want to have kids? Like, that's kind of a rude thing to ask. If it's not something you've already discussed, like I said, our families, we've already discussed it with them. No problem with that. We've already opened that up and had that open line of communication, conversation. If you haven't had that with somebody, don't try to initiate it unless that's something they want and they're comfortable with. Because
you don't know,
you don't know what they're dealing with, infertility issues, like mental health issues, like you don't know.
Miscarriages that you don't know about. Like,
just leave that off the table. A lot of, older, more traditional people are like, oh, well, when are you gonna have babies? Like, that's none of your business, honestly. And I don't have a problem telling people if I haven't talked to them and they ask me that, like, it's really none of your business. So
I bet you won't.
I bet I will.
I bet you won't.
But I will. Like, obviously, like,
I bet
our families, again, I cannot stress that enough.
I'm gonna find somebody here to be like,
our families,
having a baby, don't listen to you.
I have told, hey, that's totally fine. Like, that's a conversation that we've brought up, that we've talked about. So nothing against our families asking, pestering us. Like, that's totally fine.
No, it ain't. Quit asking.
It is.
Quit asking me.
Because we've already established.
You gonna have niece, nephew, granddaughter,
we've already established that line of
give it to you.
Just saying, if you haven't, you don't know this person that well, or even if you know them well, just let them come to you with that information. If that's something they want to share, outstanding. If not, leave alone.
So prayerfully, in 2.5, 3 weeks, we'll be recording another video with a pregnancy test that says pregnant, and then a month after that, we should hopefully be posting another one that says pregnant for me, and then it'll probably be a few months before we make any sort of announcements to our families, and of course, we're going to get all that on camera as well. So that's where we're at now, the very, very, very beginning of this process. I can't wait to see what God has in store.
She's going a month after me because she's with her myomectomy. She needs a little more time, all the time she can, to get her uterus back in fighting shape. And also she has to have a C-section, so she'll be induced to have that C-section before, if I'm able to carry it. We don't know about me. I haven't had as many tests as she's had, but the plan right now is, she's gonna have a C-section, so it's gonna be a little bit sooner than if I carried a full term. Yeah, that's the situation.
What she means by sooner, the doctor has already told me that whenever I get pregnant, he's not going to let me carry the full term. So he said he would probably deliver it between, I think, 36 and 38 weeks. So that's why we're trying to
time it as close as possible.
Time it as close as possible with her going a month before me. Obviously, it's not going to be in our hands.
The only plan is there is no plan.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all. That's all we got for you on this quick video. Make sure you go ahead and like,
comment,
and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that bell. We out. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
It's been a minute.
We have to be very quiet and demure.
Yes, it's early, and I don't like the morning. All right, guys. Today is a Friday, February 11th. And we are up early, currently at the doctor's office. Why?
I gotta get an ultrasound. Pre-IUI procedure, just to see if all my stuff's working properly.
Everything's in the right order.
I just finished up last week. I just finished up my 5-day cycle of medication to help them. I don't know what it did. I don't know what it did, but the doctor said to do it, so I did it. So it's like, I don't know.
We'll let y'all know what she did.
Plumping up them eggs, scrambling them eggs, I guess.
Ew,
we'll see.
Really? Okay, so she had her 5-day medication, and then we're here for the ultrasound. We're gonna make sure everything is good. The timing is right because tomorrow we'll be recording.
I gotta get a trigger shot.
Her trigger shot.
I'm scared. She's gonna hurt.
She's gonna make me give it to her. Her trigger shot got here pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah, overnight.
It was overnight. It came in a whole. You didn't record any of that, did you?
No. I was panicky because I felt like I had to get it in the fridge like right now.
I mean, probably not, but. So I'll be giving her a trigger shot tomorrow night, and then on Monday.
Hopefully everything will be back.
On Monday, we'll be back up here to inseminate.
We'll be back up here for the IUI procedure.
Inseminate.
I don't love that word.
I could say something way worse.
Yeah.
I could say
Don't
we'll be back
just-
up here to
Can you not?
squirt the battery.
Come on! Let's go. We're gonna be late.
All right, guys. We're not gonna be late. We're 20 minutes early.
I have it
Calm
in my
down.
phone as 8:45. So
all right,
it might
so
be 8:45.
we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.